Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoy it and subscribe to my channel for more WoW news and Blizzcon coverage and gameplay videos and WoW videos, all tons of stuff. So, I'm going to get into very basics of what World of Warcraft, Warlords of Draenor is about. So the story goes, I was making a little bit of notes as I was watching the World of Warcraft What's Next panel. And essentially what happens is Garrosh will be put on trial. Like he gets taken away in chains after the Siege of Orgrimmar. He gets put on trial and escapes before a verdict is given. Then he meets a new friend, or he has a new friend that can bend time. And he goes back to restore the Orcish ideal. Basically wants orcs to be the Horde, like run everything, to be the best. So he wants to stop the moment when orcs drink the blood of Manaroth. When he goes and does this, he builds the Iron Horde and gives them tech from our present time. So all the Orc Clans from back on Draenor, he builds an Iron Horde and gives them technology that we use to strengthen and bolster their army. And he has his friend build a portal to the past so he can send the Iron Orcs or the Iron Horde to our present time to attack us. So it's almost like the past events of, the orcs, coming through and attacking through the dark portal, but it's updated with Garrosh going through and doing it. Now, I've seen a lot of people confused about this and say things like, okay, well, like they were doing all this like time travel stuff. Like when you talk about time travel, things can get really muddy and really convoluted and can get really messy. But the guys at Blizzard have said this is not a time travel story. Yes, technically you're going back in time, but from what I've gathered from this is essentially the idea, this is kind of building on the idea that past, present, and future all exist on the same timeline. Everything happens at the same moment. That's why he says that Garrosh's new friend can bend time, meaning he can get it so where the past can intersect with the present and you can travel between those time periods. So they do say that events that happen while on Draenor, when we go back to it, will affect our present, but it won't affect the past that we know. So Draenor will obviously still become Outland, things like that. Everything else still would have happened. This is just almost like an alternate, it kind of creates almost an alternate timeline. So it's really cool. Other than that, we're going obviously to Draenor. It's obviously it has the orcs, Draenei, giants. There's going to be a bunch of new zones. I think I said there's 7 new zones. And in addition to that, there is going to be 2 main cities. The Alliance and the Horde are going to have their own main cities. The Alliance will defend a city called, like kind of a city called Karabor, which is actually, we know it as the Black Temple. That's going to be the Alliance main city. And the Horde are going to have to defend something called the Bladespire Citadel, which is their main city for the expansion. One thing that I really liked was that all of the Orc clans are there. So you have like the Blackrock, Warsong, Frostwolf, and so on. So I think it'll be pretty cool. I'm really interested in that. That's all I'm going to go into with the story. I'm going to keep it as short as possible here. It's pretty interesting. They go into a lot more in depth with a lot of other things in the lore panel. I didn't really watch the lore panel that much because a lot of times they go too deep into lore and I don't really follow the lore that much. But obviously you'll be able to find more lore related things on other websites. I just want to give the brief overview of how it's really going to work out. And that is all. Hope you guys are enjoying the coverage. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.